your compatriot for that organizational service.
My boy, he just came off of that nice win, 2-1 victory over the great Gonzalez.
Exactly, and the reason that it is so important to mention Shel is that this is the man who has gone to 2 consecutive Smash and Splash top 8. So he may have fate on his side, but as Lucina is wont to do, she can change the fates.
I have to wonder if they blind picked into here. Shel is known to be playing as Ryu, but he was a Luigi main for the longest time, getting top 4 at Smash and Splash 1 with that Luigi. However, since the nerfs, he switched over to Ryu, and it sounds like, according to the production, yes, it was double blind. Shel here thinking that there would be a Diddy Kong on screen, who he usually goes Luigi against.
I do also think that he likes Luigi decently against sword users because Ryu suffers from the same drawbacks as Luigi. So it's not a terrible pick, and you know, Luigi still has the Shoryuken, which is Shel's specialty.
We'll have to see here. Lucina is quite floaty. She can be vulnerable to those Shoryukens sometimes if you can find the right situation, but right now, they're just boxing back and forth here. That is Lucina taking control of the stage yet again, and gets the roll on with the forward smash.
Unfortunately, this is exactly where, you know, excuse me, unfortunately for Shel, this is exactly where ZeRo wants him, and that is always off stage trying to find his way back onto Terra Firma because Lucina just so good at controlling that center stage. Stage control is the name of her game.
And of course, that Luigi Cyclone, unfortunately, scattered out here. You cannot fool ZeRo with that landing mix-up. Up smash seals the deal. And guys, remember, we are now in best of 5 territory for the rest of the tournament.
Yes, we are doing best of 5 for all of top 32, both winners and losers. And it is important to know that because that means that these guys are going to have to employ deeper counterpick strategies for both stages and characters, and their mental stamina is going to have to hold up after these long sets.
Indeed. Shel was able to land that jab forward smash, not enough to kill Lucina from across Smashville, but this is where ZeRo wants it, trapped on the ledge. Shel actually going to break through there with a dash grab.
Oh, I like that. He even traveled over to meet her and then gets right back to center stage with the obviously predicted misfire.
Oh yeah, that was his plan the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even need to grab the ledge. I'm going to misfire right when I need it. But right now, ZeRo, again on the hunt, got Luigi trapped on the ledge.
And this is just, that is, you know, ZeRo's game plan is once you're on the ledge, what can you possibly do? And it's not a whole lot, unfortunately, when you are Luigi.
Luigi was trapped there, had really no great options. And winning the double blind game 1, I should mention, is super important because we'll probably see Shel switch over to the Ryu. And then if Shel wins with the Ryu, we can have the Diddy Kong right back, and this puts ZeRo on the right foot in the counterpick war you mentioned before.
He is on, you know, he's on the correct side of that struggle. Obviously, skill can sometimes win out regardless. You know, Shel is a dangerous player, but he is trying to conquer the legend that is ZeRo. Hopefully, a possible switch to Ryu will be able to do it. Looks like he might be switching his controls, so that's a likely switch to Ryu.
Well, that makes sense. You see, he was playing as player 2 for Luigi, having access to the C-stick smashes. Of course, makes a lot of sense when you got that bricks in the hat.
Exactly, yeah, the lead head.
But when you're playing as Ryu, you really want to have tilts on that C-stick.
Yeah, you need precision when you're coming in with Ryu, specifically because one missed input as Ryu could spell the entire set. Him having a big body and having relatively difficult inputs compared to the rest of the cast means that precision is absolutely paramount.
So Shel's going to the Ryu here, probably going to be picking a stage like a Town and City or maybe a Dreamland. Oh no, Final Destination coming out. I suppose I should have known that. I
mean, I'm not sure if I like this. He got beat by both Nesses that he conquered. Their win was on Final Destination, so his stage has not been kind to him today, but maybe this matchup will be a bit different.
As someone who plays a lot of For Glory, like the Final Destination is just a counterpick here, a comfort counterpick, I should say, here for Shel. So let's get into it, game 2, Final Destination. Again, just this boxing game back and forth. Shel gonna break through with the focus attack. That could be a struggle here for Lucina, is needing to find a multi-hit move to get through that focus attack. Yeah, best real option is Nair or like double jabs or Dancing Blade. Yeah, Nair is probably gonna be the most potent option against Shel, especially since it has pretty deep range, and the disjoint on it makes it relatively safe against a Shel counterattack. So as long as Shel can maybe keep his feet on terra firma and employ that, you know, that intimidating walk forward game, not running, not jumping, that made him basically beat Great Gonzalez. Ooh. That shield was a little frightening. No, it's always frightening when it gets down to the sides of a pinhead because you never know what's going to happen. Will it be a shield poke? Will it be a broken shield? It's a dangerous game to be playing. And oh, Lucina going for a deep edge guard here on Shel, but he'll sneak back on. Actually, a rare miss from ZeRo on that edge guard. That guy is usually absolutely on point
whenever this situation occurs.
Shel understands how to recover with this character, of course, but is this going to do it? No, he actually gets the not true Shoryu.
I'm not sure I would have done it anyway. It was from the flat surface of FD, and Lucina was only at about 60%.
You underestimate Ryu, man. I'm telling you, that Lucina had her ticket to the blast zone, but not meant to be at this point regardless. And oh, missed input again.
And as we said at the jump, one, precision is absolutely necessary, and one missed input did in fact cost him the stock. But he almost came back and got the spike, but luckily ZeRo was still able to land on the stage.
Down smash gonna buy Shel a lot of time here, but then Lucina gonna break right through that again. But
aggressive option from Shel, just going right at Lucina, and then a back air is gonna seal that stock and put Shel in a good position to rebound from that early stock loss.
And we see him walking again, just taking his time and spacing. That forward air was pretty well punished there by ZeRo, but Shel does not look too dismayed. Gonna just kind of break through with that forward air himself.
My favorite thing about Shel is that he is actually a tried and true Street Fighter player, so his parry / perfect shield game is absolutely dynamite. And he uses it to great effect to try and start combos against unsuspecting players, but there's not much about ZeRo that's unsuspecting.
No, of course, you know his game plan going into any set, but that doesn't make it any less effective.
Right.
He just is so smart, but watch out.
There's more tape on ZeRo than there is on anyone. It doesn't matter though, because when you're the best, you're the best.
For sure. But now ZeRo walling out again. Oh, those shield breakers. Shel has the spot dodge in time there. But gonna break, not even break the shield there, but he's gonna drop it. That's actually a better fate.
Right.
So again, looking to recover in the back air.
Not enough though. ZeRo just jumps up and swipes out with a back air.
Shel with the nod. Yeah, he got me. He's pretty soft-spoken in general.
Yeah, Shel, I've only seen him like truly pop off once, and that was all the way back at Big House 5 when he beat Low 1 in the Luigi. First it was a Little Mac Ditto, and then it was
Smash 1 versus Muta King.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So two real pop-offs, and even his Big House pop-off wasn't really a pop-off. He just went to the edge of the stage and looked out at the cheering crowd and is like, "Yeah, I did that."
So he's going to stick with the Ryu here versus ZeRo, who going Diddy Kong with a 2-0 lead. I mean, that makes a lot of sense when you got this much room to work with. Just stick with the Diddy Kong all the way. And now we're going to Town and City. Might have also been a reaction to the Town City counterpick instead of having Final Destination. No platforms to help Lucina out.
Yeah,
help Ryu versing Lucina's landing.
And as you mentioned before, like when he was playing against Lucina, he had a possible Shoryuken that would have maybe killed on FD, but it would have certainly killed on Town and City. So if that situation arises once again, it's definitely possible that this counterpick will work to his advantage.
Shel again, just kind of taking his lumps at the start of this. 87% already worked up. But oh, he's got something started with the banana. Not going to find the banana downward throw to continue the combo. ZeRo's jumping around. I feel like he's just dancing around Shel's shield, not at all scared.
Right. I mean, and that's one thing that Diddy has is a lot of quick options. And the nice thing about having quick options against Ryu is that a lot of Ryu's most powerful hits, except for the Shoryuken, come out in a way that Diddy can interrupt.
Indeed. And Shel just trying to find a way around this banana right now with these full hops in. But
Max Ketchum said that we call those empty full hops battle axes instead of tomahawks, which I like a lot.
It's kind of cute, but ZeRo not interested in that at all because he's just going to land 2 forward airs to continue this edge guard.
ZeRo is not interested in this set at all. Like, it just seems like he's just taking care of business every day.
Yup. He's not at all interested, like you just said. And he's going to roll back onto this stage.
He knows how scary Ryu has been back at Big House 6. He got taken to the wire by Venom in pools. He did end up pulling that out, but he does know that Ryu is a scary character to face with, and so he just wants to get this over as soon as possible.
ZeRo versus Locust at Midwest Mayhem 8 as well. Incredibly tight set, but Shel is still quite a bit behind here and kind of maybe fishing for that Shoryuken. And again, this Town City platform, though, making it kind of safe.
Yeah, luckily for him, that is another benefit to his counter pick. Obviously, premeditated there. He knows that the platforms are great to escape to. Bad thing is, though, is that Diddy has all of the tools in his arsenal to chase down those escapes, even when they do, seemingly get him out of danger. But a Shoryuken will take stock 1 against ZeRo here in Game 3. Can he bring it back and push to a Game 4?
That was Shel's power shield game, like you mentioned, coming in the clutch, making it much easier to punish that forward air. You see, it's really hard to punish just because you can fade back as Diddy Kong super effectively makes it super safe. But if your power shield game's on point and you have a frame 1 option that kills like Shoryuken does, you can make him pay. But Ryu still has a lot of work to get done in this Game 3 to continue your winner's bracket life. But what do you got here? Quick little combo? Not enough.
Ryu here trying to figure out a way to get around, you know, and stay out of the Diddy Cyclone, but unfortunately the Typhoon rains down on him, and he will find himself all wet and out of winner's side.
There you go, ZeRo. Like you said, business as usual. Cleans them up with the 3-0. Shel will have to continue his fight in the lower bracket. And, you know, there really haven't been too many top player upsets today.
No, it's been, I mean, I wouldn't say standard fare because a lot of the, not even just losers bracket, but the lower seeds, like post, like bottom, like 21 through 32, was a heavy amount of competition. So...
Yeah, the biggest upset of the day was like Shel versus Great Gonzalez, but I think that's like the 16 and 17 seeds. So
yeah,
can you call that much of an upset?
And we saw Dan, I think, take down 8-Bit Man.
Right, Dan and 8-Bit Man, which we'll probably see the results of that pretty soon because Dan is continuing his life in the winner's bracket, and we'll catch that in a bit. But let's check out a recap of this series.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry, buddy.
It's all right. So obviously we saw 2 Lucinas to start off. A Persistent Blade coming out early and often, taking down both Luigi and Ryu, and then of course we went to Town and City where Diddy Kong was a little bit more of an effective choice and was able to get the 3-0 on Shel.
I would have liked to see the Luigi in Game 3,
yeah,
but we'll have to just wonder what that's like. There's an alternate universe where he went Luigi Game 3, and he probably still lost to ZeRo because it's ZeRo.
It happens, but we are, you know, out of the frying pan